Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I'm going to be using the Light Seers deck and the Starseed Oracle deck. So remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever you feel does not from today's reading. So let's find out what messages come through with today's cards. So the first card we have is the Knight of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign with this card, so a Virgo, Taurus, or even a Capricorn. Next we have the Two of Pentacles, so you could be dealing with another earth sign with this card. And finally, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So that's more earth energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign with this card. So a Gemini, a Libra, or even an Aquarius. Okay, so with the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, this is a card that is showing you perhaps being able to take a moment in order to do what feels right for you. So what resonates with you, and not being in a haste or anything like that, and being able to take that time to really also consider yourself, and also to take self-care into consideration when it comes to anything that you are doing. Also, this card also shows you being able to really benefit from perhaps being able to get a little bit of some me time, or some a time from a break from everything, and being able to really go within. And also, if you do meditation or any spiritual practice, you could be also gaining a lot out of it, and it may be also helping with being able to reflect on situations as well. So with the Knight of Pentacles, this is a card that shows a lot of patience. So things moving very slowly, but definitely moving, but very slowly, yes. So things are progressing at a slower rate, and this is all about being able to also be very patient when it comes to your expectations for perhaps what you are expecting to come towards you, or what you are working on, and the outcome of it. So this card shows a very committed energy also, but it is a card that has to do with having a lot of patience, and it could also feel like a period of waiting on something. But definitely with this card, you can see what you're waiting for. You can see the progress happening. It just may be taking a little bit of a more slower rate, and that is because of the preciseness, and that is the reliability. So this card is very reliable, dependable kind of energy, and that is because everything's very precise. And so that can also translate as things perhaps taking a little bit of time, but this is a card all about being able to be patient. And with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, this card is all about prioritizing. So with it being in the reverse, I'm getting that you perhaps know exactly how to prioritize between two things, and between two situations, or two priorities in your life at this moment, and it's not causing you any anxiety, or it's not a difficult decision to make between the two. And that could be because of the time that you have spent in retrospect, and being able to really look over a situation, and being able to really weigh the pros and the cons, and being able to really put in the more practical elements into your decision making when it comes to priorities. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this is a card that is perhaps you showing up as a bit of an expert. So this is very successful energy. It is all about being able to graduate, and to be in a position where you are gaining more, you have more influence over perhaps those under you, or in a situation that you are working on, you are able to be your own boss. So that is because of your expertise and your understanding that you are gaining from being able to, perhaps you have spent a lot of time on it, but this is definitely a card about mastering your craft. And with that Eight of Pentacles and that Knight of Pentacles those two cards may be going together, because that Eight of Pentacles is you putting in consistent effort into something, and even in the process you are becoming an expert. You are becoming the ideal person to turn to when it comes to a situation, and it is leading to mastery over a situation. So I'm seeing this as a day where perhaps you may need to be patient with yourself, but this is also very it's also a very devoted energy. So this is the kind of devotion that you're devoting towards something that you like, something that you enjoy. So it's not treacherous. It's not like you are dragging your feet. This is just all about being precise and making sure that everything is happening in a very precise way. So also when it comes to working on anything or working with other people, this is all about being able to put in that extra care because it matters and it means a lot to you. So also taking yourself into consideration and being able to go above and beyond in a way that you too will be comfortable in the process of working on something. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card from Starseed Oracle deck. So the card that came out is this card over here. It says big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Okay, so with this card, I'm really getting that perhaps this Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck is a place that you're deriving a lot of inspiration. Perhaps you have that me time is what you spend working on perhaps an idea, on a vision, on a dream, on your art even. And with this card, it is all about being able to put that out into the world and to really put that into motion. And I'm seeing that you are able to be a leader when it comes to this dream, this idea that you have, and being able to put it out there. And with this card, it is a card that's all about you being able to take action on any inspired ideas that you have. So I'm seeing that perhaps you have some ideas at this time, and this could be a very good day to even implement them, put them out there, and be able to follow through on a vision, perhaps with daily action. Also that Knight of Pentacles, this is very devoted energy. So this may be the start of being able to follow through on a dream or on an idea. And seeing that you could even lead, you could even become a master when it comes to the implementing of this idea and this vision. So for this card, it says that with it, you're being called to be a visionary for the planet, to take a breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. So the Pleiadians are here to teach us that it's never too late to learn new things and to change the future. So this is all about being able to take action on perhaps those ideas that you have, perhaps always had, or that you have, but have had at the back of your mind. So it says you're likely a natural big thinker, big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future and here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. So any ideas that you may have, this is confirmation that it's divinely guided. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card from the Fairy Tarot deck. So the card that came out is this card over here. It's called the Two of Winters, and it says indecision is holding you back. Make a choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. Okay, so perhaps you have two priorities at this time and two things that you have to make a decision between. I'm getting that with the Two of Pentacles as well as with the Two of Wands. And I'm really getting that with that Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is perhaps a place where you can derive the best decisions. It's a place where you may be gaining a lot of inspiration as far as what is the best course of action, perhaps between two routes that you could follow. And the Four of Swords is all about being able to get that inspiration from a place that is more, that's more of a, that feels more like a solitude for yourself, so that you can make the best decision for yourself. So that could even be through practices such as meditation. That is where you could be gaining a lot of inspiration, and it could even be helping with making a decision that perhaps you may be presented with on this day. Yes, so that is all I have for today's reading, Sagittarius. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you in tomorrow's reading. Bye, Sagittarius.